It's Monday. You know what that means? Welcome to the Reliables. I am going to be your GM for today. My name is Christian Doyle. If you don't know who I am, you're watching the wrong show. Glad you could all be here today. We are going to be playing a game of the Reliables. We've got some new faces in town, including mine. I'm kind of missing. I've got no makeup on. I feel so naked right now. How's everyone else feeling? Good? Good?
I feel like you're naked too.
All right, yeah, it's because of the no pants that I have on currently. Let's introduce our cast, shall we? I think that'd be the way to do it. Starting all the way here at the end of the table, Mr. James Durham as Tom.
Return of Tom.
Bryce Bebop. We're going to do the...
I always just wait for the camera.
Yeah, let's wait for the camera. We're waiting for it. We're waiting for it. He looks so happy.
James looks
He's got a different name now.
Oh,
His alarm is about to go off.
Bryce Bebop is Vector Reigns.
Hey!
Ooh.
New to the show today,
We're all
Mr. Owen Severns.
Oh, you forgot his name.
I know his name very well. He's been my best friend for like 25 years.
Wrong name tag.
Wrong name tag.
You didn't know that was his name.
Bet you didn't know that was me.
What?
Twist.
Also
the wrong name. Here he is, as Guy Whiteman. And of course, Helen Roundhill as Princess Hedgehog.
Hello.
So, before we get started, we need to talk a little bit about the store. You have the ability to affect things at home here on the show by going to the site and buying a little something for our cast or something to help me out. I never don't appreciate you giving me money. I like that. Oh, I'm so white. Okay. No, I'm at the light. Also, yes. Also, I am a Caucasian man. That's
Whatever
a
makes
thing. Here to talk about the store today is Helen Roundhill.
It's me. Okay. So we're gonna start off at the top of the store. We have this shout out. If you, as chat, feel like you, as chat, are not being paid enough attention, you can always buy a shout out. This will allow our computer to read out what you have written. If you swear, the swearing filter is on, which is hysterical.
It is hysterical.
It is. Additionally, we do have two people at the table who are unaccustomed to being players, so if you want to shout at them and tell them what they're doing wrong, I highly suggest that you do.
I'm not going to help them at all.
No, neither am I. I told them that I would and I lied to them, so it's all on you, chat. A Benny saved is a Benny earned. We use bennies for all kinds of things. We use bennies to re-roll dice. We use bennies to move ourselves on the sliders. We use bennies to soak damage, which... I don't know. I don't feel like healing anyone today, so these fools are going to need some bennies. All right. Jam the works. I guess instead it's, what? It should be something else instead of jam the works, because we're not giving GM James anything. We're giving it to Christian.
I think if we name it after that, is people are going to get the wrong idea.
Hold your butts and pray to Christian. All right. So that gives Christian a Benny to use as he sees so fit.
I'll use it to hurt them. That's my job.
I've been saving them up
So-
for previous episodes
Thanks,
just
buddy.
for him.
You've heard,
I do appreciate it.
guys, do not give Christian any more bennies. We will die. Okay. Personality reorder. If you feel like moving us anywhere on the slider, if you decide that my charming personality is not what you're feeling and you would rather
See your other charming personality?
else, I mean, you said it, not me, so it's not me being egotistical, it's, Anyway, so if you want to see more of one character or another, use a personality reorder. If you want to make a grandfather make out with his... No, never mind.
Not on my show. Again.
Expressly on your show.
Fool me once.
Win, lose, or draw. We get to draw 2. That's right, 2 cards when we draw cards for initiative, because in Savage Worlds we use cards instead of rolling the dice. If we wanted to do that, you would buy a win, lose, or draw. That can save our butts in a fight, especially a fight with a bastard at the helm. Oh, am I allowed to say bastard?
You are, but not in regards to me.
I can.
It's true.
Yeah,
I'm the
we're
only
gonna
one.
see how long that
It's
lasts.
I'm the only
for
one
me,
who can
too.
do it.
Also true.
I'm
The
feeling
whole
very
world is
left
against
out
me,
here.
chat. Everybody's out to get me today.
Shocker on Shock Street. Not what your imagination thinks it is. It is an opportunity for the GM to roll up random personalities for us, so we all have to move around on our sliders and change our personalities accordingly. Dance Magic Dance! Everybody likes a meat puppet, right? And if you would like to make us dance like little meat puppets on your strings, that's where the Dance Magic Dance comes
She just
in.
likes to say
We've never made Owen dance before, and I don't think I've ever seen him dance in the many decades that I've known him. So
Not
this
in my
could be
life,
fun.
really.
I have just
Not in my
met
life.
this human, and I can't wait to see him dance.
I've done
Make him dance?
I'm a little
I've started
concerned.
musicals with him, and I've never seen him dance.
Yeah.
I'm a little concerned because he's lanky and I'm sitting right next to him. I feel like I'm gonna get clotheslined if this
He's all
happens.
elbows.
It's very
But
possible.
I am willing
All
to
elbows.
take one for the team and for you. If I come out of this with black eyes, it will have been a good
There's a good
time.
chance it could happen.
And I'll fall out of work tomorrow. All right, story time. If you want to know our twisty, windy backstories, you know tragic. I have a tragic backstory. Owen here probably has a tragic backstory. His name is Owen.
It was difficult growing up.
No one cares. All right.
I know.
Yeah. Oh, so they haven't paid for it yet, so keep your mouth shut.
Right.
All right. A reliable source. If you want to know what a character is thinking in that moment, sort of Big Brother camera style, we can do that for you.
Oh, yeah, that's-
You pick up a reliable source, and I will tell you exactly how incompetent I think Bryce is in that moment. I'm kidding. I love Bryce.
Why you gotta put me on the spot?
Because I just blew up Owen. I'm
Well, they've
just
been
moving
picking on
down
Owen
the
for like a
line.
minute and a half.
She's making her way down the line.
All right.
Nobody's picking on James, is all I'm saying. I'm guessing it's the Hawaiian shirt.
Moving on to picking on James, let's talk about getting an education. So
What's that have to do with
usually,
me?
The edgiest of edges.
much edge, so Lord. All right, so getting an
Oh wow.
oh hey,
Christian, welcome to the seat where we make it rain.
Oh no.
Hashtag system shock, hashtag jam,
Oh, no.
Van and ask and you shall receive.
did this
Also now
do
to
this?
figure out how to troll James. Also, James, hashtag memory of what interesting things Tom has been doing recently.
Oh, he's got plenty to say, I'm sure.
Oh, this is gonna be
Thank you so much,
fun one.
Lumiere and the rest of chat. That's how it's done here on the show. We have to finish out the store so we can actually start
We
the episode.
do. I'm just
You're
having
going
so much
slow.
fun.
You're so slow.
Wow, wow. Well, I
I knew
saw
I should
your
ask
beat
Bryce to do
sheet,
this.
so I'm
Yeah.
stretching this out because this episode's going to be real short otherwise. All right, getting an education, edgelord stuff. Do I really need to explain that? It gives
It gives me an edge to use for my NPCs.
Yes, that one.
Succinct.
Fine, fine, I'm going too slow. All right, rule of cool. Throw a ton of money at us and we get to do whatever we want, basically. No, that's not how that works. All right, so rule of cool. We all pitch to you, the viewer, what we would do. Physics be damned, dice roll be damned. You get to pick the coolest one, and that one succeeds automatically. All the other ones still have to roll for it, though, so pick me. Hack attack.
That's where you throw a bunch of money at it and you do whatever we do whatever they want.
Yeah, so it's the same thing except you get to be in control.
Right.
So, no, you throw a bunch of money at us, we do whatever we want. Then you throw a bunch of money at us and you do whatever you want. That's
Things are gonna get weird. Sorry.
Going to get weird?
Oh, yeah, no.
My dude, they have been consistently weird since day one. So hack attack. You guys get together in your wormy little brains and decide what would mess us up or help us the most. And that is where your hack attack comes in. Oh, is that the end of the story? That's the end of
That's
my
the end of the
moment in
story.
spotlight?
Yeah, that moment is over. We won't let you talk for the rest of the episode now. Here on The Reliables, we play a system called the Savage Worlds Adventure Edition. Here to talk about that is GM Jams.
Jiminy James. Not
All right,
James.
Savage Worlds is an extremely fast-paced, very fun, very cinematic tabletop RPG game. The better you are at something, the bigger the dice you get to use. 4 is generally a success for most actions that you need to take, and getting that by more than 4 is called a raise. Now, determining who goes first, or initiative in Savage Worlds, is determined through a deck of cards. Higher cards go first, and if someone happens to get the Joker, not only can they go at any time they want, including interrupting an action in progress, but everything they do gets a +2 bonus to it for that turn. Oh, and we have some fun stuff for our particular show when it comes to that Joker. They also can put anyone else at the table anywhere on the slider that they want them to be. And everybody gets a penny.
Yep.
It pays big time to get that Joker.
The Joker's a good friend of ours.
Most appropriately, Savage Worlds is extremely quick, extremely fun, and able to do any setting and any genre, and that's what makes it great. And that's what I have to say about Savage Worlds.
Ding, ding, ding. All right, so getting back to The Reliables. Welcome to The Reliables, a show about some interdimensional misfits stuck on a ship hurtling through time and space together. Space! Where we last left off, I don't know. I didn't watch the episode.
Wow.
What happened? I'm kidding. I know
Things
what
and
happened.
stuff.
Things and stuff happened. What we have basically found out is that the ship has been drifting around time-space for many, many months now. You've all been together. You have recently found out through a very annoying alarmy sound that started right in the middle of the night that you are not too far off from impacting a star very soon.
Oh,
Well, that's
excellent.
great.
In fact, hours away before your ship hurtles into a small sun, which,
Good.
given Paul's calculations, you are not going to survive this. Nor is the ship. The engine might be okay. It's a very tough engine, American built, so that's just how that goes. Or not really. So, John Stone and Jonah Mox are frantically trying to, with Paul, are frantically trying to get things done between the cockpit, which is barely a cockpit, and the engine room that is made from parts from several different dimensions. It's not easy work. You haven't even managed to slow the ship down at this point. The only real option that you have is Pierce.
Yay.
Screw that guy.
You got to get him back on the ship, and you have a lead now as to where he might be. Do you remember what that lead is?
It's a backpack.
It's a backpack. Yeah.
It's a backpack. That's what you were told specifically.
It's a bag of holding.
It's a backpack.
It's a backpack.
Oh,
You got told it's a backpack. So you're just sitting, in the galley, trying to enjoy some food, thinking about your upcoming deaths and how you're going to get this backpack.
Man.
Things are strangely quiet on the ship, with everyone working as frantically as they have been. Right in the middle of your conversation, there is a blackout. The lights go completely out, the power seems to go out in the ship, and there's a flash of lightning and a deafening roar of thunder. right in front of you.
We have impacted the star.
My pies.
Let me get some vigor rolls from the two of you at the moment.
Oh,
Say me.
What's your vigor Vector Reigns?
My vigor is a D8.
Go, we roll a D8 and a D6 for Vector Reigns.
woohoo.
6 aces. You managed to shield your eyes before you're blinded.
Sunglasses.
Mhm,
not just
sunglasses
for
help a
looks.
lot. I would have given you a bonus had you mentioned those before, but not anymore. Now you don't
That's
need
rough.
it from me. My
Yeah.
bonus helps you not at all.
Yeah, mine's a 6.
So we need 2 6s for Helen. Oh, look at that! Another acing die. Boom! You're going.
You're so
still going.
vigorous.
Oh my god.
How are you so...
Let's get these good rolls out of the way before I start
No.
making them do combat stuff. Get back to the critical failing that this show is well known for.
There's only one person.
Both of you have managed to avert your eyes,
So, like, my ears
and so
cover-
are not blinded by the flash of lightning. When you do, open back up and take a look around you, there are more people in the room than there were when you started. Before you stand 3 new faces. 3 new faces. The first is a shaggy, skinny man in sunglasses, who you will recognize as Crash Jackson.
Oh,
Oh.
Standing next to him is none other than the Tactical Operations Matrix,
You sound so horny.
the interdimensional former villain known as Tom. And next to him is a guy in a t-shirt with a name tag that says Guy on it.
Hello, guy.
Hi, everyone. Guybert Whiteman. You,
The skinny kid looks over at you. Just give me a minute.
yeah, sure.
Hello, everybody. Hi.
hi.
My name's Crash Jackson, and I brought you a new crew member and somebody to help you on your journey to find your pilot.
Can you get us out of here?
No, kind of. Yeah, I guess I technically could, but we really need this ship to do what it does. So I'm gonna go slow it down right now, and that's gonna take pretty much all my concentration. Where is John Stone? He's my best friend.
In the engine room.
In the engine room. Thank you, Princess Hedgehog. I know
You
your
know
name.
my name.
And that's Vector Reigns. And this is Tom. He's good now.
Greetings and salutations.
He's
Oh.
going to be helping you on your mission today. All I can really do is slow this ship down. I said that, right? I'm slowing the ship down,
Did.
and it hurts a lot to do this. So I'm going to need you guys to find Pierce really like as fast as you can. Tom's got coordinates for you, or he will. So the place that we're sending you it's going to be kind of funny. You got to steal another spaceship when you get there.
What?
On it.
Cool. And then he'll get you coordinates, and hopefully that'll take you to where you need to be. I'm hoping. I don't know for sure. I'm not exactly sure how this works. Man, it's really hard to slow down a spaceship with any kind of accuracy. Anyway, this is Guy. He's a new crew member. He's welcome him. He's going to be here for a while, living here. I have to go now, and he wanders back through the ship.
Goodbye, Crash.
You're just gonna leave.
Yep.
Okay,
And he is gone.
I'm gonna stay here.
Don't worry, guy. You're in safe hands.
Oh my god, you're the perfect man. Look, I don't know.
Finally, someone recognized
I
it.
don't own any of your trading cards, but if I did, I would really want the next half of them because I'm short on my collection.
You should really get the animes as well.
Oh my god, I'm talking to the perfect man. Do you guys know him? Do you know who this is? Yeah, it's the perfect man.
Better than a princess.
No. More notoriety. That is different. Hi.
There.
They are not the same
You
thing.
are a guy named Guy.
Guybert.
Are you?
No, well, Guy.
Are you
No, Guy.
typical of humans?
Yeah, I'm
Pretty much in every way, from what you can see.
right. I'm pretty skilled. Pew, pew, pew. But yeah. I'm probably typical, sure. You know,
Because I know a rock band that would probably like to study you as a baseline.
rock band.
Oh, well, rock being. Yeah. Giant rock being.
There's the
Okay.
pitter-patter
Cool.
sound coming down the hallway when Crash Jackson appears again and goes, Tom, you should tell him, like, why?
Of course, Mr. Jackson.
Thank you. And he just like that, he runs off again.
I believe we should use your metapods to travel to a dimension and acquire the necessary spaceship in order to reach yet another dimension and locate this missing backpack.
Yay.
Pods.
That sounds
Pods.
like we should do that.
Pods.
Oh, okay. You're going to climb into this thing and it's going to yeet your spirit into another being, and you're just kind of going to meat puppet them for a while.
But I have to get in a pod.
Also, can
Right?
you fill him in on Guy?
Yeet.
Oh, of course. I am sorry, Mr. Jackson. Your Majesty, Mr. Raines, this is Guy Whiteman.
Yeah.
Guy is one of the recent cadets from Ranger Rhonda's school.
Oh.
How's
okay.
Rhonda?
She's so good.
She is very good, isn't
Yeah,
she?
I saw her all the time, constantly, really, all the time. You know, she'd be like, "Hey, I know you." I'd be like, "Yeah, you do."
Well, Guy
So-
is an Earth human male. He is bonded to another entity from another dimension called Jean Ritter.
No, I'm not. No,
I mean,
I'm not. I'm not. Is there a priest on board, or I'm just asking? Anybody that could possibly
I am
I don't know.
magical.
and I could give you a blessing, but
Can you take a demon out of a human body? I only ask. Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking.
Oh,
It's
I
not a
will
big deal.
certainly try. What is your pain tolerance?
Not great.
Oh.
While I have failed to convince Guy, Jean Ritter is not a demon.
Oh, is it one of those things where you get like really close to somebody that you've been in?
John Ritter.
Jean Ritter.
Okay. Okay. That's John. Okay.
It is complicated.
There's
that
the,
way.
there's the
I'm not-
shushing of a door opening. You see Jono Mox kind of wandering through, and he looks over at all of you. His eyes land on Guy for just a second. He goes, "Nope." Turns around, walks back in. Door shushes behind him.
don't ask questions. He's a convict, but he's a friend. He's a good guy.
Did I do something?
Something in your blood just boils at seeing him, and John Ritter comes to the surface for about a moment.
Oh, he sounds like a good guy. I mean, sounds a little. What is this? This is the crew, is it not? It's too soon. It is too soon. He
Tom?
seems okay. He seems okay. Not really that friendly.
The entity in question,
That's okay.
Jean Ritter.
Okay.
So
Does that happen a lot, Tom?
Ideally,
What?
I believe, as I understand the species, eventually an equilibrium is reached.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, Mr. Whiteman believes that it is a demon possessing him.
It
I
is
am-
a demon possessing me.
I
Okay,
have-
buddy.
It's a
that's-
demon.
That's cool.
whole new will to
Humans
live.
are
I
stubborn.
need to figure this out.
Yes, we are.
I really like your sunglasses.
Thanks, buddy.
But yeah.
Oh, thank you too.
So
nice. I enjoy them too. Where did you get them?
Are you guys still there? says Crash's voice over the intercom.
I believe we have work to do.
Oh, Tom, nice.
look at that.
All right, Tom, you have the coordinates. We've been waiting on you.
Please enter your metapods. I will direct you.
Here's me in the Metapod.
Metapods. Pods.
Guy, we're gonna have to talk
Now,
about
guy-
that.
Relax, Mr. Whiteman. These are, I quote from Mr. Jackson, big damn heroes. You will be just fine.
Okay, pods though, right?
Yep.
Pods.
Technological devices.
Okay.
It is a bed. You get to lie down.
In a
You do
pod.
not need to
Okay.
take your clothes off.
You can if you want to. I
Now,
good.
Mr. Jackson told you probably needed to take your clothes off if you got in a pod. He did tell you that.
It is free.
I just
Is
had an
it
idea.
less
It's
complicated
so
than
nice.
Zender and Jack. Tongue hashtag Benny also if Tom is helping should he have loot boxes to help.
Oh, new thoughts?
Tom is here to serve, and that's all we're really going to say about that.
Loot box? Sorry. Okay.
The idea does pop in your head, and you're not really sure why, but it does pop in your head. Now, Tom, you may remember or not, you are under strict orders not to physically interact with any person.
That is correct.
Any living thing you may not interact with. Those are your parameters for your mission. The rest of you just need to get things done. So Tom leads you back to where the metapods are. You guys are obviously very familiar. You've been in these pods lots of time. There is a big, scary metal egg, essentially, which you've heard plenty about. It just pulls your consciousness out of your body and transfers it across many galaxies and dimensions into the body of somebody else.
It is surprisingly comfortable in there.
But it's definitely a pod, right?
Yeah. You're
it's
totally sealed in there.
Just one thing. It has nothing to do with this. Trust
Okay,
me.
cool.
Totally unrelated subject. And this isn't a big deal, but I don't do pods. I don't do pods.
What about coffins?
It is a little
Pods are
coffin-like.
frightening. Did you ever see Alien Covenant? Did you ever see The Fly?
Oh.
Wait, didn't he turn into a sausage in that one?
No.
Okay, I'm getting the wrong Fly. But in The Fly, there was a pod. He gets in it.
Okay, that's true.
What about
What
a
if I
capsule?
stayed here?
How do you feel about capsules?
Is it a capsule like a pod?
No, not at all.
It's not?
No, these
No.
capsules are completely different than a pod.
Okay, yeah, I'll do it.
Mr. Whiteman, if I can supply some incentive, it is distinctly possible that using the pod may disrupt your connection with Jean Rita.
The demon.
It is possible,
And potentially replace it with another one.
though it is
Let's
incredibly
get my ass in there.
You
I
can get your ass in there.
will.
The pods open up.
The possibility is
The
infinitesimally
capsules
small, but it is
open
possible.
up.
It'll take the demon out.
Now only three
No,
pods
no.
open up.
We can't say
Nothing
that.
seems to open up for Tom.
Are you not coming with us?
I will join you momentarily. I do not need a pod.
That's
Creepy.
disconcerting.
Why doesn't he need a pod?
I don't know.
I've heard a
much
lot
about
of things
Tom.
about
How bad do you want to know?
I'd like to
Give me
know.
a common knowledge roll. Let's see. What's your common knowledge, Princess Hedgehog?
8.
8. Can I get an 8 to
Damn.
6 for Princess Hedgehog?
Come on, big money.
No idea. You don't have any idea.
3.
How about you, Dr. Rains?
I got a 4.
You got a 4?
Yeah, let's
do
give it a shot.
D4
What do I know
to
about
D6.
Tom?
I have to fix this. I'm sorry.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Whoa! A 5 is good
goes.
enough. So what do you know about Tom? Tom can travel metaverses
Huh.
in between dimensions. Also, loot boxes popped in your head as well.
Loot boxes. Tom, why haven't you helped us before?
Good question.
I have been under strict orders.
From who?
Is he
My
here?
best friend, Crash Jackson.
Wait, but if your best friend is Crash Jackson, and Crash Jackson's best friend is John Stone,
Mr. Jackson has quite a few best friends.
I don't think
Almost everybody he knows, he calls his best friend.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
So is he
I'm
here?
Crash Jackson's best friend?
He never
Could
said that.
be.
In my head,
Also,
he is.
Crash Jackson is a class 5.
I wanted you to be my best friend.
So
You could be my best. Apparently, you can have more than one best friend, guy. That's what I just learned today.
can you have more than
Yeah.
one bestest friend though?
That remains to be seen.
Also, no replacing me.
With a
You're
little.
the-
Please climb into the pods.
Does anybody disrobe before getting in?
I take off my overshirt.
Excellently done.
Could
Mr.
someone,
Jackson would be proud.
Yes.
could someone answer me a question real fast?
Probably.
What is she? No offense, I don't mean that in a bad way.
Uh,
You look like Toad from Mario Brothers, but different.
Mm-hmm.
And you have what appears to be a mushroom growing out of the back of your head, which is different.
Hi, I am a goblin.
Okay.
Yes, and we are actually related to fungi. So yeah.
Like
And so
really like Toad from Mario Brothers?
I don't know what you're referring to, but presumably yes.
Sorry, that's her.
Yeah, I'm the last of my kind, a noble race of fungus goblins. You may call me your majesty.
Do I really have to do that?
I'm
No,
going to
you
need
don't have
athletics
to.
rolls from everybody except for Tom, starting right now.
Oh, great.
What's your athletics, Princess?
4.
4. I need a 4 to 6 for Princess Hedgehog. You stay on your feet as the ship lurches. Guy, what's your athletics?
Let's see.
Should be skill at the top there.
Or where?
It's an 8. Oh, it's
It's
a
an
6.
eight. Oh, it's a
It's a 6.
six.
6
It's
and
a
6.
six. Yeah.
That's okay. Guy, you smack right into a wall. Just like, boom, bounce off.
Ow,
The
ow,
ship just
ow.
kind of comes out from under you. Vector Rains.
A
What's your
D6.
D6 and a 6.
Oh.
You start to lose your feet, but just end up doing a flip and landing on your feet. Now you're just like sitting on the edge of the pod, ready to lay down.
Are you ready?
It was a perfect landing.
Everyone?
That is so cool what you just did.
You'll get there one day, Guy.
As the
Definitely
phrase
good.
goes, I believe time is running out.
Quite. In fact, quite.
Into the pod.
Into the pod.
Sorry. Capsule.
Into the
The pod
capsule.
/ capsules close around you. You see a bunch of numbers flash before you, which is a normal experience. It's usually the beginning of every trip. Usually has little numbers that pop up. In this case, the number is 619, in case 0619, in case anyone is interested.
I want to get out. I want to get out.
There is followed by a white light that grows brighter and brighter until it fades out and you are in different bodies. Welcome to your avatars. You are all going to have your sliders start at full avatar, meaning that you are stuck in the bodies that you are stuck in at the moment. And we will talk a little bit about Metaverse 619 while they're changing themselves. We'll just let them get dressed. It's fine. We're going to do all that on camera
I
today.
have
Why
two
the
pairs
hell
of
not?
pants.
Universe 619 is very much a 4-color superhero universe with bad animation and poor voice dubbing. There's often a person, if you are in a heroic situation, speaking as though doing a voiceover and narrating what you are doing. It is a land of wackiness where people never really die. You know, if your plane blows up, you're going to parachute out. It's very, very cartoony in that way. So just
Unless.
and the avatars that you have been given are going to reflect that quite severely. Starting with Bryce as the Neon Knight. Not the most respected superhero in the Justice Force. In fact, maybe the least respected hero in the Justice Force. Neon Knight's ability to manipulate and generate neon light are matched only by his abilities as a master swordsman. Guy finds himself in the body of MacRover, the super dog, detective extraordinaire, more superpowers than you could possibly imagine. Also, he's a small Scottish terrier. And Skippy.
Hit me.
Princess Hedgehog goes into the body of Skippy, perennial sidekick to a long-dead superhero. She maintains a positive attitude despite the fact that she is broken on the inside. Usually, when you get put into these avatar bodies, what happens is it takes a minute to kind of adjust yourself to them, but you are fully in that character right now. Your pilot consciousness taking a back seat as you realize that you are all tied back to back, hanging from the ceiling of the Justice Center, which is your headquarters, all tied together, hanging from a rope over a large vat of what appears to be boiling acid. Why anyone would boil acid is beyond you. It already melts you. No reason to heat it up, and yet there it is. Around the vat of boiling acid stands the terrible villain known only as Mr. Roboto, and his many Roboto henchmen, his robot minions, Robo-minions, Robinions.
Robinions.
We're calling them Robinions.
Oh,
Do we like
Robinions.
Robinions? Can we keep that?
Yes.
Nobody has a problem with that but me? Okay. So, there you are. Suspended about 10 feet up.
Golly,
Boiling
she
acid.
will occur to me
Standing
that night. You're
on
really
the
in
floor
hot water
next to
this
Mr.
time.
Roboto is Tom. Just standing there, looking around with his Vector Rain sunglasses, smiling. He waves up at you. Mr. Roboto is clearly in the middle of a monologue. Like, in the middle of the monologue. You've already been captured. This is not a normal experience when you get into an avatar. Usually you have to get yourself captured. You kind of find yourself in a good spot. Clearly, the Justice Center is under attack by Roboto and his minions, while the rest of the Justice Force is away on another mission. Neon Knight was left in charge. You two were just told to stay out of trouble and not get into any hijinks, because after all, you are best friends.
Okay.
Skippy
All
and
right.
McRover,
Okay.
best buddies.
Right.
McRover, use your super dog teeth and bite through these ropes, man.
Well, I could possibly do that, but what's wrong with my voice? Why am I talking like this? Why do I sound like Scrooge McDuck? Oh, great. I'm a trope, aren't I? Great. Okay. Why do I have such stubby legs?
Your dog, man. Your dog.
And
don't
not
feel
a
that's
very large
normal.
dog. You are 12 pounds of terror.
Does
Come on,
anyone-
McRover. I know you can do it.
Right. Okay. Okay, let's go.
Chew, Rover, chew.
Attaboy.
Why am I enjoying this? I feel like I want to pull it towards me and have someone pull it away.
McRover begins biting on the ropes and talking while chewing through them.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find.
Meanwhile, Mr. Roboto is still mid-monologue. Puny humans. I cannot believe you fell for the oldest trick in the book. When I am ruling this world, there when he just continues literally droning on for several minutes while you're chewing through them. The rest of the robotic minions, or Robinions as we're calling them now, are laughing at his every joke, even though he's not making any jokes, and they're not really so much laughing, it's just going ha 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 over and over again. It sounds vaguely erotic at times, but
Justice will prevail. Come on, McRover.
That's right. We're friends, aren't we? I know you. Don't I?
Skippy, you know that. Skippy.
Of course, yes, Skippy.
Skippy's your
We've been
best
friends
friend.
for a while. Why do I feel like I've known you for a while?
Basically, your entire life.
Would you like to watch me lick my bollocks?
Not especially, but if it will get us out of here faster, why not?
Sadly, McRover, your mouth cannot right now reach your bollocks, as you are tied to two other people, suspended 10 feet in the air above a vat of boiling acid.
Come on, what's the point of being like this if I can't lick myself down there?
Oh, you can see it just fine, too. It's right there. You can't get anywhere near that thing.
I'm gonna hurt my neck. I'm gonna try anyway, just for a moment. Okay?
All right, so what is
Put the rope.
what is McRover's athletics score?
A 8.
It is an 8.
It is
Okay,
an
can I
8.
get an 8 and a 6 to have McRover attempt to chew through the ropes
Oh, thank
while
goodness.
speaking? A 5 is actually good enough, and you managed to get the ropes loose enough to get yourself free, if not the other two.
Nice.
A raise would have got you everyone free, but you managed to free yourself because you're much tinier than everyone else. So there you go. You are free from the ropes and free to act.
The second I'm free, I'm going downtown.
As
I'm just
you
disappearing.
fall.
Are you worried about?
No.
Are you worried about falling into the acid?
No, I don't
Balls
want to do
first.
that.
You don't want to fall into the acid.
No. I'm going to. Are we? So we're tied together. We're all.
You
together.
were all tied together. You basically just chewed through one of the ropes and gotten yourself out.
Okay. How are we going to get down from here? That doesn't look good down there. I don't want to fall in that.
It is then that you realize, oh yeah, you can fly.
I don't think I have to be here.
No, probably not. I don't know, maybe you can fly down there and see if there's a button you can touch to get us out of this mess.
You can do it, McRover.
Why do you talk like that?
Like what?
All right, never mind. So what do we do? How do I chew myself out? Do you want me to chew you out as well?
That or fly, man. Your choice. Either one's good.
All right. I'm going to try to fly. It feels familiar, so I should be okay. All right, here we go.
Meanwhile, down below you, ha 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 ha, master! One of the justice guys are free.
Can I shoot lasers in their eyes? Like a laser pointer?
You do you have anything to point with? You just got to get a finger wiggling at this point. That's all you really need.
I'm gonna try.
Give me an athletics roll to see if you can get that finger free.
I've got a 12.
Oh, a 12 athletics. Okay, a 12 and a 6 for the Neon Knight, Guardian of the Light.
Nope.
You made it. You got a finger out, no problem. Yeah, you got
Just
you got a
wiggle in the eyes.
right in Mr. Robato's
Mr.
eye?
Robato's eyes.
Okay. All
If
right.
he tries to look up.
Do you have a power usage skill? No. Give me
I
another.
don't think so.
All right, then just give me another athletics roll.
Sorry.
See if you can point that finger in the right direction.
A D12.
No.
No. Okay, good.
Yeah, you just generate light. You don't need to actually do anything with it.
Okay.
So, but you do need a shooting roll, I think, or an athletics roll to aim it correctly.
An athletics roll is a D12.
Do it again, man. Oh, an 8 will get you a raise on that one. So you do manage to blind Mr. Roboto. He will attempt to not be blinded with his vigor roll, but it's not going to work out for him because his vigor is,
Robotic.
it's small. It's small. You're just optic sensors. Yeah, he doesn't even come close.
Or robotic.
He is now blinded in those eyes.
Does he have other eyes?
I didn't say he didn't.
So many eyes.
But now that they have seen you and know you are free, combat begins. So we are going to go to the cards and deal those out. See how the good guys do, how the bad guys do. Come on, good guys. Ooh, we had a Joker show up.
Nice.
Britney's Hedgehog with the Joker. Let's see. And I mean, that means you pretty much get to go whenever you want, although you're still
Tied up.
currently tied up. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I can put someone on the slider anywhere.
Yes.
And you can put somebody on the slider anywhere you would like them.
Sure can. Okay. You wanna? All right. Let's bring in the thunder. Vector rays, come forth.
Am I going full or
Why don't we put you? You got anything on the neon light side you need right now?
a laser sword?
What's your vet?
You don't lose
still
that.
have the laser sword regardless.
But one of them could use it in a fight, and the other one wishes he had a gun.
You don't have to move anybody on the slider.
I'm gonna put you in the middle then.
Groovy. You
Oh, well,
Oh,
Mr.
and
Raines,
everybody
let me
gets
know
an
if I
extra
can be
penny.
of assistance.
Tom, sight for sore eyes.
Okay, so who goes first? That would be you.
I'm
you
gonna
want.
hold my action.
Okay, that means that I can't see the screen. That means that Tom gets to go first.
Please let me know how I can be of assistance.
Great.
Your action is to ask how you can be of assistance.
Useful.
Very, very
Any
useful
chance
indeed.
you know how to release us?
Yes, I believe that the rope is not a physical being, though it may be stressing the limits of the agreement. I can untie the rope.
Why the bloody hell are we up here then?
Allow me to untie you.
It is then that the minions notice you for the first time, Tom.
Well, hello, minions. And man in a robot mask pretending to be a robot.
No, Mr. Robato's a legit robot.
Oh,
Totally a legit robot. Not a guy in a robot mask.
actual
Don't be
human
already got.
robot.
Right. Totally actual robot man.
Actual robot man.
Looks a lot like a guy in a robot mask, though.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I shall untie him.
All right. Let's see. What would you use to do that with, Tom?
I believe I will physically do so, and so I will use my athletics capabilities.
All right. So the rope is tied on a pulley system, meaning that there's a loop through the ceiling that has the rope through it. There is a candle slowly burning the rope at one end so as to draw. It's like a really, really slow, shitty death trap that you would only ever see in a cartoon or a really old Bond film.
I will release the pulley, forcing them to swing free of the vat of acid before landing on the ground.
All right. Let's. Do you have mathematics as a skill or?
I have academics as a skill.
Academics as a skill. Give me an academics roll. What is that?
That is a D12.
A D12 academics, just to make sure you get the trajectory right, untying a rope as well within your abilities. That's good enough to get it with a raise, and sure enough, you all swing free and crash to the floor.
Am I flying? Or
You can fly. So if you would like to say you are flying, you are flying. There you go. He does a little dog paddling thing when he
I
flies.
feel like I'm swimming.
Please let me know how I may be of further assistance.
And there you go. That brings it down to Vector Rains. Oh, / Neon Knight. What was the Neon Knight going to do now that he is, well, free? Out comes the Neon Sword of Justice, I'm assuming?
Yeah, Justice Neon Sword.
Justice.
Oh, you can't even see the light. You've made mistakes, Robinians,
Nice.
and I'm here to collect.
That
Gotta
saying
work
didn't
on-
make any
I gotta
sense.
work on this.
Yeah. Maybe.
So I'm just going to run and like jump off of whatever platforms they have. Like the most parkour unnecessary to get into the center of people.
All right. Well, this place is kind of set up like a tourist center / museum, so there's lots of costumes and boxes.
Okay.
And, villain paraphernalia around.
#draw. Sometimes you just need fresh cards.
That's for damn sure, Keen. Thank you so much. Sometimes you do just need fresh
That's right.
cards. So you're going after.
I'm just gonna jump in the middle of a bunch of Robinians so I can take them out, so that way Skippy can shine.
All right. So you are attempting to basically distract them using your athletic prowess, so they are paying attention to
Well,
you.
they're robots, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm gonna cut them in half with my lasers.
There you go.
So
yeah,
I'm
you
going
are.
to jump in and just.
Yeah, Justice Force rules says very explicitly that you are allowed to cut any robots you want
That's-
in half at any
That's
time.
what I figured.
Unless-
Not actual people,
Yeah, unless there's a little person living inside them, and then that's a no-no.
and they would let me know. So.
Yeah. They always let you know.
Yeah.
Usually part of that little person is like sticking out and has little controls in their hand, and it's
There's
adorable.
like a little door opens up.
It's weird how many mini people there are in this actual world.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and take my action now. Now that the Robinians are distracted, I am going to do again unnecessary acrobatics. It's just like
Lots of flippy doos.
lots of flippy doos. We're doing front handsprings.
I
all
like
the way
that
across.
between the two of you that you're a Jedi. If you get together. Like one of you is all about flippy dudes, the other one's got a light sword, and this is perfect. You guys, if you could join form, you could probably
yeah.
get killed by
How
Darth
big
Vader.
are you, Skippy?
I'm human sized. I'm more or less, maybe like 5 foot.
Okay.
17 years old. So
I see no lightsaber. That would be copyright infringement. This is a psionic spirit blade. #hack attack system override when.
That's great.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so I'm gonna do moves that make like this
Zero physical sense, but
zero physical sense. Basically, I'm gonna Simone Biles my way across the floor.
Mhm.
Front handspring, like flying cartwheel. We've got a front flip, and I'm gonna land on
Mr. Roboto?
Mr. Robato's shoulders and grab his face and be like, "Ready to short circuit." And I'm gonna
Try and pull his head off.
I'm gonna pray both his head
Nice.
off.
All right, this is going to take it's a multiple action because you're doing
is
you're doing
true.
an athletics roll. So we'll start with the athletics roll. What is your athletics?
It is a 12.
It is a 12. Okay, let's see if she can do some flippy doos. Yes, you got those with a raise. They are perfect flippy doos in every way.
I didn't know you could do flippy doos.
That being said, this scene is very poorly animated, so it's really just your body doing this over and over again,
Sure.
end over end. Really bad late 70s American animation. Not pretty at all. You also notice that when your mouth moves, it just does the two moves. It's not good. You look like this when you say "oh." Bad news. But yeah, you and a fighting roll, which is
Fighting.
I would hope you have
Surely.
fighting
Oh,
here.
it's also a 12.
It's also a 12. Oh, look at Skippy. Woo. Well, Skippy, that is definitely going to beat a blinded robot with a raise. So, congratulations. You
Oh,
have,
Domi Arigato! That's great. You ever heard that song? Domi Arigato? Never.
Literally every time he attacks, yes.
McRover, why?
he is the villain is known to play that song on speakers that come out of his shoulders.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
All right.
it's hard to get used to. And he only plays stick songs out of that thing. So it's bad and is a form of weapon in and of
Just
itself.
stick songs. Just sticks.
Just sticks. but only performed by Styx cover bands. So it's
Ooh,
even.
Oh.
never mind. I'm out.
Oh,
Cursed.
Yep. It
Welcome
makes
to
you
the
want to be
podcast.
sailing away.
Oh god.
Sorry. Not so much. Lady. Okay.
That was unwanted, man.
What a renegade. All right, who is
Wow.
next? Ah, it appears the bad guys.
It's a bad guy.
The bad guys get to go.
what are they going to
Is
do?
this how robots speak?
Yeah, no, the bad guys they're all robots, so they just are like they're still laughing at the joke. Ha 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 ha.
The joke I made though,
yeah.
right, about short circuit.
5 of them are like, kill Neon Knight, like attack Neon Knight with right hand. They all announce exactly how they're going to hurt you.
All right.
Which gives them a slight minus. They do, however, have a D8 fighting roll, and they are each going to take a shot at you, all 5 of them. So can I get 5 D8s? Okay, so what's your parry score?
10.
10. One of them hit you. One of them hit you with his fist. It does a D6 damage. Does 1 beat your toughness?
It does not.
Okay, that is good to know. Wow, the Robinians are next to damn useless. That's good to know.
Shocked.
And let's see, you've got Robinians that are going to try and attack you. 2 of them, in fact, and then there's 2 on you. So let's get 2d8s rolled on Princess Skippy.
Not even
Neither
close.
of them hit you. And
Skippy
2d8s rolled on MacRover. And what's your parry score on there? It's a 6, so none of them hit you. Yes, Robinians are useless. Finally, Mr. Roboto gets to go with a very spunky young lady on his head, and also he's blind. But he does attempt to dislodge you using his martial arts that he has that are special robot martial arts.
It's all chops.
That's my boy, don't let go.
Taekwondo, we'll call it.
Taekwondo.
Why not? And he is going to take a swing. He has a D10 fighting though, and he's going to dislodge you and throw you across the room. And he also gets a wild die because he's an important character.
Ooh.
What is your parry?
It is an 8.
So he made it, right?
Oh
He
yeah.
hit it, right? That's how that works, right?
To me.
Yeah, he got you. He got you, and he is going to throw you 15 feet,
Sure.
probably through a glass case.
Perfect.
You're going to take 2d6 damage
Oh no.
for a total of 8. What's your toughness?
Oh, my toughness is an 8.
Nothing happens. You're fine. You're a superhero. You went through a damn wall. Everything's cool.
Does the glass case that I got thrown through, does it contain anything of use?
Yes, it does. It does. It has another utility belt in it because it held the costume of the dead hero that you used to sidekick for. The Red Wraith. Yes.
It's a good thing that we're gonna be. Can I take it?
It still has his arterial blood on it from when he died.
That's nice.
It's a red suit, so nobody can really tell.
Cue me holding the utility belt and just staring at it for a moment.
A single tear rolls down your domino mask.
Ooh.
Where is the robot repellent? The Wraith robot repellent.
And finally, MacRover. What would you like to do on your turn, MacRover?
I want to. It's a he. No, are you Skippy again? I'm sorry.
Skippy's a she.
Oh, Skippy's
Skippy is
a
a
she.
she.
I want to make sure she's okay if we're best friends. So that's going to be first priority is making sure everything's okay. Did she get thrown across the?
Yeah.
Oh, she's fine.
She seems fine.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Physically fine.
Physically fine. Mentally in a very
PTSD,
dark place
what?
right
Right.
now.
Psychologically, we're
Having-
off the map.
Having some very serious PTSD moments that we're not going to acknowledge on the show, but are subtextually there.
Okay, so
Single
I'm
tear.
going to.
You know I'm feeling it.
Where's my skills? My can I do?
For
I'm thinking,
Sunday
could I, with
drama.
telekinesis, could I pick the two of them up and just start slamming them together?
The two guys that are attacking you?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Would you like to do that?
I would like to do that.
All right. Give me a power focus roll. I guess it would be. What is your focus?
6.
6. That's 2d6 for you to roll. It's guy's first roll, everybody.
Woo!
Oh, and
Hey!
explodes. And it's another 6.
Hey!
Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
If you can't throw two guys together telekinetically with a 17, what can you do, right?
Yeah, well.
Sure enough, these guys are getting
Like a
just
salt.
smashed together.
1, 2, 3,
Clunk,
4,
clunk,
5,
clunk,
6.
clunk, clunk.
You're not
Let's
picking
roll.
up that
Let's roll
high.
3d6 on both of them. And then again with the other one. Okay, you are smashing them together, Bam Bam style, back and forth, and they seem to really be able to take a beating.
Real? Oh, okay.
Like, turns out these dudes are made of metal,
Weird.
so
Right.
they're tough. They're quite tough. It looks like it's going to take more than a punch to.
I'm just putting on a show, probably for everybody.
Yeah, it looks
That's
great.
just-
It's
oh,
so
thanks.
cool looking, and they can't do shit. So you're doing fine, bud. And that brings us to a new round. And since we had a Joker, I get to figure out how to do this right there.
Oh.
Right. So far, so good.
What does it do? What does it do?
Do it.
Maybe boom.
Yep, I'm doing it right now. Boom.
Boom, boom.
Oh.
And boom.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, before we start the round, does anybody want to spend bennies to move anywhere on the slider? Or does anybody want to use anything from the store to draw another card?
Pretty happy with my king.
I'm pretty happy with the king.
Owen? Owen?
You-
Wanna-
Yeah,
You
yeah.
might want to draw another card.
Let's get
Should I
a.
draw another? I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
It was
yeah.
my choice, too. I'm not doing it because you guys told me to. That's my choice.
Friends never pressure friends.
That's right.
And a 6 is much better than a 2.
Oh, good.
I mean,
Well.
you'll still go last, but
But you
but
feel
this
better
time,
about
yeah,
it.
but you feel better about
Yeah,
that.
I
Hey,
feel good.
nothing bad happened, man. That's
All
great.
right, all right.
Yeah, so that's still put you last, and we've taken that out of the store. But thank you very much.
Thank you, Chance.
Also, I like that you've changed to Doyle the mechanisms, which
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
that's adorable.
I'm sure that it makes sense.
Doiled again. Doiled
I'm
again.
just
Doyled again.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Boy,
Just saying.
Doiled again.
I hate this.
That is a joke.
But that means that once again we are starting with Tom.
I believe I have found a way to be of assistance. I shall reactivate the Justice Center's automated defense systems.
All right, that'd be an electronics or a computer roll.
I believe hacking will be useful.
Hacking will absolutely be about as useful as you can get in this situation. And what is your hacking score, Tom?
That would be a D12.
That is a D12.
Also a D6 because I have a wild die.
Boom, let's roll that again.
Okay.
All right, well, an 8 is good enough for you to take control of the automated systems and turn them all back on. At which point, sentry guns pop out of the floors and ceilings, and little drones start flying around, all using various non-lethal countermeasures such as flying nets and glue guns, and just
Great.
crappy inventions that superheroes would come up with.
I am useful.
You are, and they will be acting at the same time as the bad guys this round. So remind me if I forget.
Excellent.
Next up, we have the King of Hearts, I believe, goes before the King of Clubs. So
Well, I am nothing if not in need of a mentor. I think I'm going to attempt to hack a thing too. I'm going.
Bonus hashtag beneath the Helen's
What
pun.
was that?
all right, you got yourself a Benny.
There you go.
Nicely done.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to sneak up on one of these robots and just start pulling wires out of their head.
Okay.
And sparking them together because that's definitely how hacking works.
Mhm,
I'm pretty sure I've seen a cartoon. So
It is.
With the intent of maybe, are they hive-mindy or are they individuals?
You're not sure.
We're gonna find out.
We are gonna find out. All right, so I guess a hacking roll is
Yep.
the way to go.
And my hacking is an 8.
Okay, let's do a hacking roll with an 8 and a 6, please. Survey says 6 explodes. Bangarang, Skippy. Okay. You managed.
Rufio.
Yeah, you managed to hotwire one of the Robinions,
Mhm.
and you are now in control of that Robinion on its turn.
You were always good at that. That's great.
There you go.
It's all about applied science.
That's right.
You're such a great role model, Skippy.
Stay in school, kids.
Which brings us to the King of Clubs, Victor Reigns, the Neon Knight.
All right. Getting the use of some neon powers. So what I want to do is, how far away is Dr. Roboto?
He is probably about 15 feet away from
Oh,
you, just on the
excellent.
other side of this group of 5 that you have taunted into coming after
Okay.
you.
Okay. So I want to jump onto one of their shoulders,
Mhm.
use it like a springboard,
Oh yeah, I mean they have springs in them. That makes
and
sense.
then jump and do a kick into Dr. Roboto's face.
Okay.
But every step, I want them to be like a neon burst of light.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna look friggin' rad,
That's what I want.
whether or not you succeed.
Doesn't matter. That's
There's no penalty for the movement, so all you really have to do is. Well, I mean, I guess you'd have to do athletics to get past the guys.
Yeah.
So an athletics roll and a fighting roll, it's going to be at a -2 each. So
Okay.
let's get those going.
athletics of D12.
I love that the audience at
A
home.
5 will get you right over that line, and it's going to D12 for the fighting too, correct?
D12 plus 3.
D12 plus 3, which is only a D12 plus 1 right now. That only gives you a 9, which is more than enough to hit Mr. Roboto in his stupid face with your foot.
Bam! And
what-
neon lights.
What's your strength damage there?
Strength damage of a D8.
A D8. So we do a D8 damage to him. It's plenty. It didn't hurt him at all. No, he's still a robot.
He's amazing.
Pow!
All right,
Still
and
a
that
robot.
brings us to somebody else. Yes, it's me. It's me.
Amari.
It's you. And
The
I'm supposed to remind you that the nets are flying.
nets are indeed flying, and we're going to have them go first. Can I get 4 die 6 rolls?
Oh.
Oh, okay, no. Oh my God. Okay.
Everybody who gets shot at gets hit. How many raises was that out of those? 3? 3 of them were raises. So the ones that get raises managed to nab 2. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 guys out of the 9 that were attacking you that are either trapped in glue, stuck in nets, or otherwise incapacitated for all intents and purposes, held and entangled. They're going to be huge minuses if they are able to act at all.
I am useful.
Turns out, Tom is useful.
Did
Then it is their
my
turn.
new robot friend get caught?
No, he's all by himself, hanging out next to you. What would you like him to do?
Okay. 100%. Does he have a gun?
No.
No.
These are fighting robots with fists. Mr. Roboto has 2 guns on each hand, a heat
Oh,
ray
okay.
and a freeze ray.
Sure. I'm in need of cheering up, so I'm gonna make him do the Macarena.
The robot begins doing the Macarena.
That's crazy. He's dancing.
Not very well, though. It's a terrible dance. It only moves the arm.
Not very well though. It's a terrible dance. He doesn't move very well.
That's okay. I'm doing it with him.
Which means Mr. Roboto acts alone. He is going to randomly target one of you.
Hey.
and he randomly targets Vector Rain.
Right.
Because you just kicked him in the face, bro.
Totally
random.
random.
Yeah, he uses his D10 fighting roll
He's super happy.
to try and kick you in the face, but he misses. He misses a lot. It does not go well for him. Turns out Taekwondo kinda sucks.
We can only turn his head so far anyway, right?
180 degrees, man. He can go all the way. Yeah.
I
He
think
should
it
have
was
learned
used to that.
Robate.
He should have learned Robate.
That's the real one.
Yeah. Or Batawera.
No, no.
No?
Krav Magat.
There we go. There we go. That's what I was looking for.
Dave.
Kick botting?
Kickbotting?
Okay,
That's very
okay.
good.
Or just basic botting?
Kicking bot.
Kicking butt.
Okay, we
I
should
would say
definitely
you
move
said
on.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
you
move
said
on to
that.
something less stupid. Speaking of that, let's talk about something else that sucks. Okay.
Better stuff's a coming.
And that leaves it. Oh, hey, look at that. It's McRover's turn. Yet again. McRover!
So what I'm doing isn't working essentially, right? So I need to fix this.
Well, you need to find something that will hurt them. Do you have investigation?
It doesn't
Common knowledge.
Look like it, no.
How about, common knowledge will absolutely work.
Okay,
What's your common knowledge?
that's a 4.
All right, let's get a D4 and a D6 rolled for Owen to see if he can figure out how to beat these bots.
Oh, the 4 explodes.
They are armored. They are bulletproof. They are heat-proof. They are cold-proof. But there is a big red button on their back that if you push it, they will absolutely 100% shut down.
All right.
It's big and red and right in the middle of their back.
Wonder if
Does
that's
it
going to
say
do
off?
anything.
He thinks to himself.
Yeah. All right.
It's a cartoon. He can take it out loud.
That's right. Can I have a thought bubble?
Yes.
Awesome. Yes.
Nice.
I wonder what I'm going to do now.
And it's like just a picture of him like getting ready to push a button on the back of a robot. You've got that worked out. You can obviously your friends see the thought bubble, so they know what's going on. They realize how to beat these guys now, even though most of them are incapacitated.
Holy cats, they've got a button.
That I got banged off.
And that brings us to a brand new round.
Oh, I didn't get to do it.
Oh no, you did get to do something.
Oh, I
You
did.
rolled common knowledge.
You learn
Yeah.
their secret weakness.
Gotcha.
And learning is happening.
Man, I like these
The
cards.
cards are working.
Yeah, these cards are
It's
great.
weird when James does them, we all get shit cards. But when
Yeah.
I push the buttons, everything's great.
Huh.
Sorry. Does anybody want to change cards? Anyone at all?
You might want to change cards. I might want to change cards too, though. So, wait, how many do we have? Win, lose, or draw? None.
none,
But
none.
we do have bennies.
You do have bennies. You each have 3 personal bennies,
We
and you have
actually
7
have
in the store.
4 personal bennies.
Oh,
because I did
yeah.
the Joker earlier.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Currently 4 personal bennies
Uh-huh.
and 7 in the store.
You can. I'll just.
So each of you currently has access to 11
so
bennies.
I'm gonna. Well, damn. I'm gonna burn a benny. I'm gonna burn a personal benny though.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I will ask for a new card.
Groovy.
Shoot. Da.
What?
9.
What? Da.
9 is better. And,
9 is
how about,
better.
Owen, do you want to try the same thing?
I want to do it because I want to.
Okay.
She didn't tell me what to do.
Come on, boy. Come on. They
for
bought
those
those. These
Yeah,
are
these are
your
your-
free.
Oh, look at that. You're not going last this time.
Okay.
Hey,
would've-
whoa.
What did I get? What?
You got a 10 instead of a low card.
Are you
Paid off.
using a personal Benny or a store Benny?
Personal.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
Yes, okay.
I'm gonna knock off
That's
one
okay.
of
They both
the
work
Bennies
exactly
that I
the
saved.
same way, so there you go.
Oh, all right.
Very nice. That means that once again, Tom goes first.
I believe I shall disable the doctor's heat and cold rays.
I'm going to need 2 hacking rolls and -2.
Those are at a d12.
Yes. Yes, this should be super easy, barely an inconvenience. Look at that. That 12 exploded.
Wow.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
And another one of those rolls also. Heat ray is now down. Cold ray also down.
what in the bloody hell is that thing?
I don't know, but we should bring him forever.
Tom looks at Mr. Roboto and both of his like gun arms just go.
Oh.
It's
It happens
very
to everybody,
sad.
Roboto, it happens.
It's very, very sad and very flaccid now.
They make meds for that.
He's made of metal, shouldn't he? Never mind.
I am here to serve.
Damn, Tom.
Why don't we all just sit down
And
let
that
him
will
do it?
bring us all the way to, is that vector range? I can't tell because I can't see where the cards are on the screen. I'm just kind of guessing where he would
It
be.
is.
Yes.
What's your victory?
Oh, it's the victory.
What you doing? What you doing, Vec?
Listen here, Roboto. It's time for you to let. Oh, your arms are down. You should probably just give up. I'm telling you this as a courtesy.
And then you punch him.
And then I punch him.
All right. You take a
Right,
swing at Mr.
stupid
Roboto with your
robot
D12
face.
fighting and a D6 wild die. Come on. Let's
Come
make
on,
it
big
something
money.
good. A 6 is enough to hit him.
I'm going to use one of my personal bennies.
To
Oh.
reroll.
Yes.
Okay,
I
we're
want to
re-rolling
make
that.
sure I hit him. Okay, that.
That was worse.
You know, I'm gonna do it one more time. That's it. One more time, though.
One
Wait,
more
Sven and Benny's
time.
like, what?
Yes,
All
that,
right.
that
There it
paid
is.
off for you not at all.
It's 7
Let's
plus
go.
3, though.
Oh, 7 plus 3 is enough to get you a raise on that. And let's roll some damage. That'll be a D8 and a D6, correct?
Yup.
And punch! You did not hurt him.
Your face is metal.
He's still made of metal. It didn't work.
Don't
have
try
anyone-
to bang them together either. Don't do that.
And we're all clear on the definition of insanity, right? Okay. Moving on. McRover, it is your turn.
You can do it, buddy.
You're a mighty dog, McRover.
Flying dog. I believe that acid is fairly lethal to all living and unliving beings.
That's not a bad idea. What is that thing? Do you bring him with you everywhere?
We are
It's
now.
the first
And if you
time
don't,
I'm
we
seeing
have to.
him. But I've already decided he's going to be my new mentor. Can I call you Dad?
I am Tom. I am here to serve.
I don't know, the
Father's
Hawaiian
Day.
shirt is really kind of throwing me off there.
Okay, so I'm going to try to race for whatever. How many are left? What am I working with? How
Oh, I
many
mean,
is
they're
the
all.
best?
None of them are actually dead or anything. They're
Oh,
just.
okay, okay.
Yeah, they're tied up and, glued together in
Okay.
some cases.
I'm going to run between them and jump to each one, trying to land on any backs I can to shut it off.
Oh,
Ooh,
nice. Couple of ball
circus
shots.
dog.
How many attacks would you like to make in total? Because it will affect.
Oh, it counts as an attack. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it would.
And it'll be
Uh,
-D2, or no, sorry, -2 for each one you try.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, like,
22, what
Probably
range on
you
that?
probably don't want to try for more than like
I don't want to try for more than 2.
2, maybe.
3, maybe.
I am, however,
What'll it be? 2 or 3?
the monarch.
2 is
of-
easier than 3.
2 is easier than 3.
3 is harder than 2.
I want to do a 2.
2 sounds perfect. All
But
right.
3 is
That's
cooler
a
than
D8, it's a
2.
D8
I don't-
and a D6 to deactivate. The 4 is good enough.
Is it?
Yeah,
All
they're
right.
they're
All right.
basically prone and glued together. It's not, you just gotta walk up and hit a button.
Nice.
And the next one, another roll, same thing. Also, just good enough to click.
All right.
You've deactivated 2 of the drones,
Okay.
The what did we call them?
Robinians.
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 I was trying not to say it out loud again.
I love that.
I'm super embarrassed by the name.
It's fantastic. Yeah, I love it. Roping. Did you come up with that just right?
Yeah.
Robinions, that's
You
awesome.
didn't
That's
spend all week thinking about
I
it.
was thinking at least a
I didn't
day.
spend all week thinking about any of you motherfuckers.
Oh.
Did Rhodes
But
ever
me.
return the arrested bits of Tom? That is there a Father Tom lurking somewhere in a Hawaiian print frock? Hashtag dance.
Ooh.
Wait, don't we have a story from Tom too?
We
we
do
do.
have a story from Tom coming up, and we're going to have to dance at some point.
I can't wait.
I can't either.
I
Dogs
can't
don't dance.
You just let us know when you're
Yes,
ready.
but
don't
Bowens do.
Cats don't
We're not in a
Oh,
hurry
it's
at
an
the
amazing
moment.
movie.
Is it?
No, seriously.
Are we? No, we're doing fine.
Great.
Okay, so that makes it Hedgehog.
It me.
We're
Okay.
gonna do it.
Oh, we're gonna dance before we kill the dude?
Do you want to dance after?
I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
dance
so
with
it's
me.
already dancing.
It's a victory,
How-
it's a victory dance.
How
Here we go.
close is he to the ass?
Sorry.
Close enough where a good shove might get him in.
Okay, so once again.
I mean, he's standing dangerously close to it for no good reason anyway.
Sure, yeah, no, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Once more, it's going to be gymnastic ability and landing pad face with feet this time to push him over.
Okay, so you're going to like a drop kick kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're gonna drop
It's
kick
gonna
him
look like Shunyan over here,
into
just
the,
like flying.
and then you're gonna dab at the end.
You gotta dance.
Yeah, I gotta
You
dab.
have to
Yeah,
dab.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Happy bubblegum parachute flex
Yes.
and dab
And dab.
and then vape.
Go down.
And then
Skippy
And
is
then-
not of age. to
I
vape.
would never vape.
Skippy is not of age to vape.
That's
Thank you, Tom.
I am a role model for the youth.
Like every day or like just on the
So
weekends?
no one in public will ever see smoke come from my lips. In private, though, it might be different.
That's some weird behind
So
closed
anyway,
doors.
my athletics is 12.
that's some weird shit.
Your athletics is 12. And what is your fighting? Because you have to kick
Oh,
them.
that's right. Is also 12.
Okay, great. So let's get a D12 rolled. Or did that already happen? Did I just miss it? It happened. That's it. That's the roll right there.
Oh,
You
yeah.
want to re-roll?
I do want to reroll.
I
I'm
think
gonna
you
use
should.
the store Benny for that.
Use a store Benny to re-roll. That's
There we
much
go.
better. That's a hit with a raise, and maybe Mr. Roboto keeps his balance. Maybe he doesn't. No, he just takes the damage, and he doesn't. He hits the pot, but he doesn't go over.
Damn.
And he does, however, take a wound, which is exciting.
Ooh. I wounded him.
Yeah, he's got, or would have, I guess, a black eye if that was a thing that robots could do, but
Are
it's
there
not.
sparks so
No.
that I know?
No, he-
Sparks?
His,
No
his,
sparks?
yeah, just he has a grimace face on instead of a smiley face now. No.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. No sparks though. That's on the second one.
Which is weird because you know for a fact that mouth doesn't move. You know.
Can you do the face one more time?
Yeah.
Good.
I had to make a sound with it, otherwise it's not a real face.
Right.
Yeah. No, that makes
It's,
sense.
it's,
No, I don't
am I the
know.
only one who has sound effects that go with each face they do? Am I the,
Right.
yeah, that's you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
You're in. You're as weird as I am.
This is why we're
Robot
friends.
hands.
We're friends, right?
Oh, totally.
I thought that
No. You can have more than one.
if I
friend.
could cry and I had tear ducts, I would. Do dogs have tear ducts?
No,
No.
What?
I don't have any tear ducts.
just kidding, they do.
Okay, it's like my dog.
I've
cries
got
all the
so
time.
many
bad
tear
dog.
ducts.
You're not good at being a dog.
Wow. I
Thinking
thought
about
you were
that
gonna
dog.
do your research. for this
Moving
role.
right along, it is now the bad guy's turn.
Oh no.
He has no heat weapon, he has no cold weapon, so all of his best tricks are kind of done, but he's going to try and throw you into the acid. Skippy!
Oh, I can't wait. Ah, the gentle embrace of
Oh,
death.
also, he is a martial artist.
Sort of.
No, I'm giving him the martial artist edge
No.
this round so he can really lay down some whoop ass. on
Well,
him. It'll make him do extra damage if he hits you. And his
But I'm a
D10,
teenage heartthrob.
right?
You can't kill me. That would be wrong.
He doesn't care. He is a bad guy.
Well, damn.
He also is a smart bad guy because, you know, he boiled the acid.
True.
That's got to make it
That's impressive.
at least
Right?
Yeah. I mean,
3 times worse, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly 3 times
And
worse.
it's like bubbling.
D10 and a D6 for Mr. Roboto to suddenly learn Kung Fu.
Oh,
What?
Oh.
What is that roll? What is that roll?
what's happening?
What is your parry?
What's happening?
My parry is an 8.
Okay, you got hit.
I got hit.
Thank God. Thank God you got hit. His strength is a 10 and he adds a D6 on top of that for martial artist, I believe. So
It would be D4.
it would be a D4, so it's a D10 and a D4 for damage. 7, which doesn't beat your
It
toughness.
sure doesn't. So what? So he throws me and I do some sort of acrobatic.
Yep, you just push right off and flip right back over him. Now you're exactly in the same position that you were at the beginning of the round before you kicked him.
Skippy, nothing's changed.
That's fine. That's fine. Didn't want to kill you anyway. The rest of the minions are they're going to attempt to freeze themselves. Oh, and the minion that you hacked, what would you like it to do?
Oh gosh! All right, yeah. Ooh. What are the sides of this acid pit made of? Like
It's
is
like
it
it's a cauldron, essentially.
It's a
It's just like a giant cauldron. Big enough to put 3 grown people or 2 grown people and a dog in.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there like a lever or something?
Like
that
they
would tip
really
it?
would have had to like pump in this acid from somewhere there's enough of
I
it.
want to know how these villains get their funding.
It's like 4 kiddie pools stacked on top of each other, filled with boiling
Now,
acid.
if it were a kiddie pool, that would be really easy to knock over.
Right. It's not a kiddie pool. I was just giving you a size comparison.
No, I got that. But I look, a Skippy can dream, okay? Is there a lever that would tip over the cauldron by any
I
chance?
don't think they thought of anything like that. There's a large Bunsen burner underneath it.
Sweet.
Like a way too big Bunsen burner. Like where did they like forget the cauldron? Where did they get the Bunsen burner?
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna tell my robot minion to like turn off the pilot light of Bunsen burner.
Oh, just so you don't want the acid to burn anybody twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying it's a good choice, but Skippy always practices safety in the lab.
Skippy, it's still acid.
Doesn't matter.
Does everybody
The
have their
robot goes
eyesight
over
correct?
and turns off the Bunsen burner. And then just like looks up at you and goes,
And I
ah,
respond.
ah, ah.
That's my butt.
Yep. Then,
That's your what?
moving on to a new round. That's where somehow this fight has lasted many, many rounds. These things happen, guys. It's okay. Boom.
Oh,
Look, we'd rather it last longer than be too short.
And
oh man.
Another Jedi.
God damn it! Tom got the Joker. Everybody gets a Benny. Who do you want to move where, man?
I believe Princess Hedgehog's assistance could be vital.
Sweet. All right, are you sending me all the way
Full,
over or in the middle?
Full pilot, please.
Full pilot.
All right.
Boom.
Boom. Let's do this.
The Return of the Hedgehog.
The Return of the Hedgehog.
Yeah, sorry, I heard it too.
Wait, did you hear
I
it?
missed it.
I believe I shall be of assistance to you, Princess. May I present you with a loot box?
I get a loot box?
Okay,
What
so
did I start?
a portal opens up in the ceiling, and a large golden box, probably like the size of a person, slams down in front of you.
What in the bloody hell is that?
I have no idea, but I intend to find out.
What can
I
do?
open the loot box. What's in the loot box?
Is there
What's in the loot box?
A sign.
A sign?
Yep.
A sign.
Do you remember the mission? Says the sign.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I got
Oh
it.
yeah.
I got
Underneath the sign is a weird looking gun.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is it bigger than I am?
Bigger than U.S. Skippy or bigger than U.S. Hedgehog?
It's not a super wide margin.
Well, I mean, Skippy's is 5 feet tall.
5 foot tall. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And Hedgehog is only 3 feet
3
tall.
foot tall, yeah.
So it's a 2 foot margin. It's bigger than Hedgehog.
Okay, bigger than Hedgehog,
And
smaller
almost
than...
as colorful.
Ooh.
Like, this is a pink gun.
I can't wait to find out what this thing does.
Me too. All right. That makes it... Are you doing anything else on your turn? You can summon a loot box for free with no action penalty.
I shall disable the remainder of the robots so that they do not become a future problem.
All right.
I will do so remotely.
Okay. Give me a hacking roll.
As I drew the Joker, it will be a D12 plus 2 and a D6.
Wonderful. The D12 plus 2 and a D6.
I do not like that roll. I will spend a personal Benny to re-roll it,
Really?
which I have the Elon bonus, so it is now a further plus 2 bonus.
Oh my god. So 11.
I will take that.
11 is more than enough to get a hacking roll with a raise. In comes a, well, like one of those little mini electric bulldozers, essentially. A robot with a backhoe arm and a bulldozer bucket on the other side. And it just comes in and like lifts up one of the big nets full of robot minions and drives over to the acid vat and dumps all of them in.
That would do it.
That is better.
They're
I am useful.
Quite.
Ow! 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 Ow!
That's a little dark.
Ow! Ow!
That's terrible.
That's something that happened.
Is that them screaming or?
He's so cute. I get it.
So, gross a little bit. And that brings us down to Vector Reigns. Everybody's going in pretty much the same order.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is weird.
I forgot we had a mission, Roboto, so I can't play anymore. I'm gonna whoop out the sword.
And just take him out.
And just 2 attacks. Whoosh, whoosh.
Okay, I'm going to need 2 fighting rolls out of mine's 2. Those are D12s plus a D6.
D12 plus 1.
And the 12 will probably do it. And let's take the second one. And that'll be a 6, which is just enough to hit.
Okay.
Okie doke. That's 1 hit with a raise and 1. What's your sword do for damage?
2d8.
2d8
The D6 for the
for the
race.
d6. So 2d8 and a d6. And the second one is just the 2d8. Also an 11, and those both just get him over his toughness. So that's 3 wounds altogether, and he is down and he surrenders. And as he does so, he slips and falls in the acid, and we don't care about him anymore.
I did not see that coming. I thought
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
monologue or something.
Very macabre. So there you are, standing in a room full of broken robots. The other, your hacked robot sees what the bulldozer did, and it's like, oh yeah, that's a great idea. He starts picking up other robots and chunking them in the acid. Just getting rid of everything. Luckily, they're not burning too fast because the acid's no longer boiling. And apparently that's a thing.
I believe there is a spaceship here in the Justice Center that we require the use of.
Need common knowledge rolls from the 3 of you.
My common knowledge is an 8 currently.
All right, let's do an 8 and a 6. You don't know shit.
You don't know which way.
Okay.
This is not uncommon for me.
McRover, what's your common knowledge?
My common knowledge is
A 4.
4.
4 and a 6.
You also.
You know more than her, but not much
Not that
more.
much. Gotcha.
Last chance to get the plot moving forward.
D4, baby.
It all stops here.
You guys have no clue. There's got to be a ship here
We
somewhere.
gotta re-roll.
We're here for some reason, right?
You want to hack? You want to do a hacking roll there?
I would.
I think that's a great idea, Tom. They don't know their own base very well.
I can
Well,
find
I'm currently a mushroom, so what did you expect?
it. That you would know shit.
He's starting to learn. There you go. That's great.
I will use either common knowledge or hacking. Both are a D12. That is acceptable.
Indeed, it is. Yeah. There's a sub basement that leads to the hangar. Captain Jupiter Man
Sure.
has a spaceship that folds time and space to travel. It's very tropey, but it will take you to the dimension you need to go.
So,
Assuming
just
somebody
out of
can fly it.
curiosity, can we just steal this ship and then this is our new ship? Because this is pretty
Unfortunately,
smooth.
due to the limitations of individual devices within their dimensions, this particular vessel is only capable of traveling to relatively few adjacent dimensions.
Yes,
That
adjacent
will
and
not be-
parallel dimensions to itself, as opposed to adjacent to the prime dimension that you all hail from.
The power source an engine
Man.
uses is requirement upon the altered physics and reality of this dimension, and the further one travels, the less effective it becomes.
Basically, the way it works makes no sense, even in pseudoscientific terms. So it just won't work in metaverses that don't have cartoon physics, essentially.
You would in fact become a useless hunk of metal.
Which one
Right.
might argue.
But it is down 5 levels, so
It's kind
you
of what ours
make your way towards the elevator,
Start
perhaps?
going. Start going.
I believe that is an elevator.
I turn around and start going towards the elevator instead of away.
Sure enough, when you get near it, the doors open up,
I will wait for you at the ship.
Why?
and Tom stands perfectly still.
Tom, can you fly a ship?
I can.
Okay, don't worry about it. I got it.
But is he allowed? That's the question.
Tom, I'm feeling a bit stressed out. Can you give me some smooth jazz? Can you do that?
I believe I can alter the audio system in the Justice Center to play smooth jazz.
I've got to relax.
Oh, are we dancing to that?
This is helping. Yeah, aye.
Little Chuck Mangione starts playing.
This is great. I almost want to dance while they're falling into the acid.
Jazz over here. So.
Let's do it.
Do
All
it.
right then.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
So
a jazz dance.
with that, we dance.
This is really hard to dance to.
I know.
I'm just watching those long.
Oh, it's not a very long song. I do like that Tom does the robot, though. I'm very, very
It
pleased
feels
by that.
right. It feels right.
Thank you, Tom. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So we all dance during the elevator ride.
Okay.
Is this Dixieland jazz?
It's, you know.
This got real dark real fast, guys.
oh.
We started smooth, but then we went down south.
Which, since you aforementioned are not wearing pants, got really scary really
That's gross.
fast.
Really, really,
We
really.
were all right.
believe
Nobody
you
looked
mean
under
really
the
hairy.
table. Yeah.
No, come on, baby. Grass don't grow on a playground. So, you get down to the sub-basement.
Kids, that doesn't mean a thing.
Red alert! Red alert! Red alert!
The sub-basement, of course, is a large spaceship airplane Justice Mobile hangar with many, many vehicles. You assume the one you're looking for is the one that looks like Jupiter, the planet, but like with wings and an engine sticking out the back on 3 wheels. It's dopey looking, but it's definitely a spaceship.
It
It's
looks like
this one!
It looks like a
Thanks,
trash
Tom.
can.
It's got a it's got a vanity plate that says Captain Jupiter Man, all one word and spelled completely out. He doesn't understand how vanity plates are supposed to work, and that's fine. He's not the
Who's
smartest
gonna
hero.
argue with him?
Is it supposed to go on a Christmas tree like that?
There is a voice code activation in order to get in,
Oh,
Jupiter Man rocks.
and the door opens for you.
wow.
That's my passcode is Vector is the best. Just
What did you do? It's amazing.
So now, if I
get
ever
in.
find your ship, I know how to get in there.
If you find
As you board the ship, nothing happens. You're
Oh.
fine. You get on the ship with no problem at that point. Who's going to pilot it?
Ooh,
I'm on
ooh,
this.
I
not
don't have
me.
You don't have thumbs. That is
I don't have any
correct.
thumbs.
I
can't
have
even make my own
navigational
thumbs.
assistance vector rates.
Tom, you are the best, and you can replace anybody on the Reliance anytime you want.
I'm not even offended.
I do
by
not
that.
believe that is
It's true.
possible,
He's
Mr.
great.
Bates.
I'm just saying you could. You work it out. You work out how it happens, Tom. But you're a nice guy to have around.
Thank you, Mr. Bates.
Tom, you know the coordinates that you need to get to from here, so you can use a computer roll, like a hacking roll probably, to
I will do
enter
so.
those into the navigation system, and it looks like flying a helicopter or a plane, except everything looks spacier. It's clearly not very hard to drive or steer. If you can play Xbox, you can probably fly this ship.
On it.
My hacking is a D12 with a D6 wild die.
All right, let's get that going. Yeah,
That is acceptable.
you enter the coordinates without problem, and you take off out of the hangar and shoot up into space.
Princess, can you make me a drink?
What kind of drink would you like to become?
Ooh.
She got you on that.
I would like a martini.
Is this ship stocked with that?
I believe that is a minibar.
Yeah. The minibar is full of juices and chocolate milks galore. There are no alcoholic beverages on this kid's show. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to pretend to be a bartender though. And I'm gonna pour a chocolate milk and an orange juice together. I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna pour it into one of those martini glasses, and I'm gonna throw a maraschino cherry in there for good measure, and I'm gonna slide it across.
And
Are
I
you
will-
behind the bar?
Oh yeah.
So we can only see the top of your head. So
Hold
you're
up,
just doing
hold up.
this.
No, no,
I am
it's-
in Skippy's
She's
body.
Skippy's body still.
Oh, okay.
So you can
Sorry.
see from here.
Top of your nose. I
Top
got
of
it,
my
I got
nose, yeah.
It's a 2-foot difference, guys.
it. It matters.
All right, so you fly out into the stratosphere. You're just about to hit the space folding hyper jump button. You push it. Space literally folds in front of you. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. It's bad 80s special effects with neon lights around it, which you particularly appreciate, Vector.
New appreciation.
You ever
for
see
me
that
now.
movie Xanadu?
And then there's a flash of light, and you're in clearly what is a different part of space. There is 5 scary-looking warships in front of you.
Ooh.
You are being hailed.
Oh dear.
That's
Flip
that's
on
not
the
good,
com.
is it?
Do you need something?
A face appears in front of you. It is a gorilla in a spacesuit with an eye patch and a cigar. That's how you know he's evil.
Space monkeys.
Exactly.
That's it. Okay. Space monkey.
Captain Jupiter Man, my arch nemesis, we demand that you surrender at once.
Not Jupiter Man.
Don't try and fool us, Jupiter Man. We know it's you. We got your signature as space folded. Prepare to die or surrender. Are we doing the surrender? Die or surrender.
Guys, one moment, monkey. Do we surrender, everyone?
I
think it's a
mean,
bad call, but
Here's the thing.
go on.
I do have like a banana syrup back here.
Okay.
And I feel like if I made them kind of like a banana syrup and soda water mocktail, they might have just their whole day turned around.
Okay, 1, banana syrup plus chocolate milk. I want that now.
There we go.
2,
Mm-hmm.
I think we should offer them. I don't think. Space monkey?
And I'm over here shaking up.
I'm Captain Gorilla Don. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Captain Gorilla Don.
It's Captain Gorilla Tom, Captain Gorilla Jim.
All right, Gorilla Don, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not Jupiter Man. Wait, it's like that. I can tell you like
Captain Jupiter Man, I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm not Gorilla Don.
that. Whoa! What?
That's crazy. And here we were thinking that you were gorillas.
I am Gorilla Dog. Surrender or die.
He looks like a gorilla. I'm just saying.
It could
Tom,
be a really good mask.
your tactics.
That's true.
In theory, if you could get them to target us and fire their torpedoes, I would redirect their targeting computers to target each other instead.
In theory, I like the theory.
Theories are
I
good.
mean- We're
Well then,
But I'm gonna
We're-
beam them a banana drink first.
Okay.
are you guys gonna turn off the screen first?
No, no.
No,
No.
I don't want to either. No.
So you're saying that if we shoot at you,
Mhm.
you will shoot yourself.
Yep.
Yep.
What the guy said.
well, guess what then? We're not gonna shoot.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
How dare you call that? Well, then we're just gonna.
Instead, give us your banana milk.
I,
Do we want that? No, that's offensive. We don't want your banana milk. Are you sure? That sounds pretty goddamn good, actually.
I'm gonna start
we're-
drinking
I'm just-
banana milk.
Only they get to call it
So
banana.
God, this is
delicious,
so good.
full of potassium.
We don't want the banana milk. That's offensive to our people.
I apologize, Space Monkey, sir.
That's actually very nice of you. Thank you for the apology. It means a lot to us.
We'll be on our way then, and it was a pleasure meeting you.
We'll get you next time, Captain Jupiter Man.
I will let him know, sir.
Are you sure we don't want the milk? Okay. All right, bye.
Can we
Bye.
just, can I send
Gorilla
someone-
Dawn out.
Do it,
Yeah.
yes.
It turns off the.
teleport some banana milk over?
Oh, no problem.
Done. I send over like
5
whatever's
minutes
left.
later, like they've flown off. 5 minutes later, you get like a thank you message with banana with like a little banana emoji next to
Banana
it.
milk.
Wait,
That was
is it dancing
brilliant.
banana?
That was so stupid.
Princess is the one who came up with banana milk. I'm just a drinker.
I can't believe it works. Actually.
If you offer people something they love, they love you.
So
It's
Gorilla
just a
Dawn
hand
and
in
his
hand.
5 warships go away. They just fly off.
Are they just going?
They are an intergalactic species of space gorillas that are just frighteningly stupid.
This is what Mr. Jackson calls a perfect victory. No one was hurt.
I agree.
Nice work, everybody.
Good teamwork, everyone. Can we have like a freeze frame high five?
Ah!
Okay.
Below you is a planet. The planet Sherzax, according to the computer.
Okay.
A dead planet by the name of Sherzax, whose society collapsed some 1,000 years ago. It was once completely controlled by magical technology, and the wizards controlled all of it. And eventually, because it was just a planet full of wizards, they all magic each other to death at some point, and everything is dead now.
That happens.
So is
Every
that what's
wizard.
going to happen with Apple? Okay. Okay.
It's okay. It's a show about meta. We get it.
So it doesn't look like there's a lot to do down there.
There is clearly not a lot to do down there.
It's like a wasteland, kind of.
That is
That's-
correct.
It is hot but breathable.
I'm
Well,
detecting no
uh,
living
What's going
beings.
on down there?
So we're close to.
On the planet, according to the information we have, is the backpack you are searching for.
That's right.
Backpack.
I hope
Okay.
it's one of the ones that has like little
Oh,
flowers.
I'm assuming you land the
You're
ship.
back. Yeah.
Moving right along.
That's right a bit.
So, you land the ship. You are in what can only be described as a wasteland. No buildings stand.
Mm.
There are foundations here and there. The only structures that seem to be untouched are the towers that kind of dot the landscape at different parts of this very, very flat place. Many, many towers.
Princess?
Yeah?
Could you use that big sweet gun Tom gave you to shoot some ruins just to see what it does?
Yes, I could. I'm gonna do it.
So what exactly are you going to do? Tell me.
Okay. I am going to shoot at the top of the nearest tower to see what the gun does, even though I don't have shooting as a skill.
I would advise against that.
Tom says
Well-
he'll do it, but what about the ruins? Not the tower, but just the ruins.
Is that not what the? I thought the towers were the ruins.
The
Oh.
towers are standing. The ruins are just knocked over
Okay,
buildings.
we'll shoot the ruins. Bang bang.
Okay,
We will
so
attempt to
you
shoot
you
the
heft
ruins.
the big pink and yellow and green and rainbowy gun. You pointed it what used to be a building or a library or something,
Mm-hmm.
which is the same as a building. So I don't know why I would bring up that it was a library at any point. This is
Yeah.
bad narration.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why
oh,
do you guys
no.
let me do this job? You fire it, and a large ball of energy forms at the end of it until it is nearly the size of a beach ball. It's big, right? And it fires off towards the ruins, and then veers off past one of the towers to another tower that's just beyond in the distance, a good couple miles away,
Fascinating.
and hits that tower. And that tower is now glowing.
Ooh.
I don't know why.
Now what you need to do is figure out which tower you need to go to.
It's just so shiny.
I have common knowledge of 4.
I do not believe it is necessary to discuss this.
Why would it not be necessary to discuss it? Do you already know?
You clearly eliminated the target tower.
Yep.
That gun is amazing.
Wait,
That
so
gun
is it a beacon?
It's a MacGuffin highlighter.
That's where we were supposed to go. You blew it up.
Oh no, it's just glowing.
It's just-
Oh,
It's just
it's
glowing.
just glowing.
It's lit up as if to say, come here. There might as well be a little yellow marker floating above it as to say, this is your quest objective.
In fact, there might be.
Fantastic! I say we head that way.
I think that might.
That's a great idea, guys. I'm glad you thought of that.
Maybe we should. Look at that.
Shall I provide you transport?
Can you do that?
Loot box.
You can do it.
Boom! Right in front of you, Vector Rands, appears another loot box.
You can do it, buddy.
I get to open it.
You get
Oh,
to.
that's great. Okay,
You
what's
don't
inside?
have thumb.
You can't open it because
Oh, damn it! All right, sorry,
You can, use
sorry.
you can use your powers to open it.
Oh, yeah, you have powers.
Yeah.
Or you could do it that way.
Now there is
All I've got is
slobber
my mouth.
all over the loot box.
I've got this. I can do it.
Now the loot boxes are generally, a few feet long and a couple feet wide. Inside this loot box are 3 one-wheel scooters.
That's something. Okay.
Oh man, I got the douche chills bad.
Yeah, you guys are gonna bro out and ride your one wheels across the desert landscape.
Let's ride, bro.
Vector pops one of his collars.
Got this, bro.
I feel like this is a 2-color job though.
Oh, shit.
Bangarang.
Pop it.
Oh.
So you hop on your stupid one-wheel scooters and make your way across towards the glowing tower with your collars popped and your attitudes adjusted.
I'm
Am I
going to
going?
use a Benny to move myself full neon night.
Okay, back to Neon Night for you. Thank you.
And I'm riding with you. I'm riding with her, I guess.
You can fly.
Oh, I can,
You can
Right.
fly.
I'm gonna do that.
Do that.
I'm not gonna do that other thing.
You could ride. You could also just lean on the scooter and ride that too. It's totally doable.
Hashtag hack attack. I feel like Terry's got to be some way we can mess with Tom in the near future.
Oh, no.
So we continue prepping a hack attack. Also, don't forget the 3 static shocks you have, Christian D.
That is a great idea. System shock these stupids.
Oh, wow.
All right, Princess Hedgehog. Where are you currently on the
I
slot?
am currently full hog.
You are currently full hog. Okay, well you are going back to the other direction.
Back to Skippy.
Yep.
All
Let's
right.
make it change all your clothes and wigs.
Yep, perfect. Wonderful. I'm on it.
I like doing it. Owen lost my die, and so
Nothing.
now you're where I am.
That's it.
Okay, so you are going to go opposite of the place you are as well. So you are going full pilot. You are now the personality is
You're
Guy,
just a guy.
and the voice of Guy.
Okay. Still in the dog though.
Still in the dog.
Okay. Okay.
Still in the
You're
dog.
Guy.
Classic
In the dog.
Jason. Guy in the dog.
Whoa.
Yay.
I mean, wait, no.
I'm gonna need you
I
to
saw
roll
that.
that back.
Family reunion
Oh, no.
89 all over again.
It was gross. Sorry.
I'm
And
keeping this
Vector
on there,
Rains.
so-
Are you in the middle currently?
No, I just went all the way to neon night.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry.
There we
I'll
go.
put you all the way to Vector.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's like we have bennies you can spend.
Yeah, that is very lucky. I'm gonna go and get this die. Nothing weird is happening down here, I promise.
I'm just gonna pull my
There is
feet up.
nothing
I want to
sexual.
get on my chair.
Okay.
He still doesn't have pants.
I want to stand on my chair.
Nothing sexual.
Nothing sexual.
Nothing sexual. Yeah.
Oh, you hit that about a half second before. I was right there.
Oh, name your sex tape.
Oh! All right. Gold crown for you for a little while, till
That's what they call it, all right.
That's right.
So here you
I'm
are
gonna make this my like new look.
in your new looks. You're in front of this tower, riding your one-wheel scooters.
I'll have
And
a
the thing you notice about you passed another tower on the way here. That tower had an energy about it too, because it was obviously a standing structure, but at the top of it there was like a flame, right? And like lightning crackled around it.
Ooh.
And you, as a magician, spellcaster, which you were a few minutes ago,
It was a few minutes ago. not
I can tell
anymore.
you now, even though it doesn't matter to you
There's
anymore,
a tiny voice.
that like it seemed to represent like elemental magic.
Ooh.
This one is a bit different. The tower is black. There's a big skull on the top. It seems to leak shadows.
Heat leaking.
Educated guess, this is the Tower of Necromancy.
Guys, I'm a little bit worried about this.
You've got a weird look on your face. Do you know what that is?
What?
I don't have an accent anymore. I'm back to guy. Sorry.
I don't know, guys. It looks a little bit like death.
Don't worry, Skippy.
It actually looks a whole super bunch like death.
That looks a whole super bunch like death over there.
Yeah, don't worry about
Well,
it.
I wasn't trying to lean too hard
In
on
front
it,
of you
know?
is a door
I knock.
that leads into the Tower of Death.
I don't think anyone's home, guys.
There is
Hanging out
nothing
with you
living
guys
on this
is weird.
planet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well, in
Kick
that
open the
case,
door.
it should be all right.
There are 0 life forms on this planet. That is correct.
Indicative of the constant arms race of sentient species.
Just saying.
There's a handle.
Well,
you turn
we've
the handle
done
and
the
go in.
polite thing.
Yeah,
I say we just go in.
Vector Reigns opens the door. Inside is a bunch of bones and some stairs.
Oh boy,
Okay.
who does their decorating?
Spirits.
You're guessing a necromancer of some kind.
I'm guessing a
A
necromancer.
long
of some
dead
kind.
necromancer of some kind.
A long dead one?
A lot of
You know,
necromancers are dead.
where I'm from, we don't generally have necromancers. In fact,
Spiral staircases line the
Nobody
walls going
usually
all the way to
dies.
the top of the tower.
Start
Remember-
walking up one of them.
Your bodies are back in metapods, hurtling towards a star.
Going faster.
I'm sure I know what that means.
Come on, guy. Skippy, we gotta do this.
Here we go. Looks like an adventure to me. Hey, Skippy.
I'm gonna make neon like
Skippy.
vector on the wall. Just gonna write my name over and over again.
Nice. Nice.
All right, I'm gonna spend a penny to go to the middle so I
So
can
that you
access
can do
neon
that?
powers.
That is
Oh
the
yeah, no
best
problem.
use
You do
of
it.
a penny.
Best use of a penny ever.
RV.
You know, I'm also gonna go to center. Yeah, I'm gonna rock out in the middle.
Okay, you do it. Rock out in the middle.
Yep.
Skippy Hedgehog.
Yep.
Princess
Skippy
Skippy.
Hug, Princess Skippy. Your divine master Skippy.
I thought McRover was a naming genius, but this is even better. So there you are in a room full of bones. Stairs going up. You go up. You write your name on the walls.
Hell yeah.
But quickly, because you know you only
But
have
yeah,
a few
like,
hours before you
our
smash
bodies-
into a sun, right?
This body is sexy, but I like my own.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Guy doesn't want to stay a dog.
Are you sure? God, you.
I don't know.
You
Guys
have
seems to really
telekinetic powers.
be enjoying it.
No.
That's true, but I'm so close to the ground. It's very weird.
Hedgehog is always close to the ground.
Yeah, that's true, but my
You got a problem with that? You got a problem?
manhood's dragging on it. My legs are tiny.
Oh.
Every time I take a step, it's like being
We really
kicked in
ought to have gotten you fixed. Remember, friends, to
No.
spay and neuter your
the-
pet.
Don't do it ever.
Great. So you make your way up the stairs. There's a single room at the top of the staircase.
There's gotta be where it's at.
A single room. It is then that
Is
you
it
notice that all those bones
encapsulated in
that were
like a
lining the floors
big globe?
at the bottom floor are now fully erect skeletons climbing up the stairs after you.
No!
He said
In a-
erect.
Yeah, and I meant every word of it. Bone erect. Got it?
Hard white bone.
See nothing.
Door in front of you, horde of skeletons. Slowly climbing upstairs.
Does this happen to you guys all the time? This down here, what's happening right here? That's not normal.
Don't
I
even
get
worry,
notice
guy.
checks from everyone.
Sure. Oh, who's got the higher notice? Oh, my
D6
goodness.
for
it
me.
might be Skippy.
Skippy's got a 10 plus 2.
Yeah, it's definitely
my God.
Skippy.
So even with the minus for being in the middle, it's a D10. And they both explode.
Yeah.
None of the skeletons are going to make it up the stairs. The magic holding them together is very, very, very weak. Even if you decide to go down and fight them, it is really just going to be a waste of your time because they can't do anything for you or to you.
Is that
Just
because it's
letting you
almost
know.
8 o'clock?
It has partly to do with the fact that it's almost 8 o'clock. That's also why you didn't fight the gorillas. So,
Really? It's not because my banana thing was
No.
brilliant?
Those bananas were
no, your banana
banana
thing was
was
not
good.
brilliant, but no, your notice check is high enough to where that fight was supposed to be a red herring anyway. Now you can just avoid it altogether because they really can't do anything to you. They can't hold themselves together for more than a few seconds.
Great. Can
They're
I
the
roll
worst.
notice to see if there's a backpack in this room?
You haven't opened the door to this room yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
I'm gonna
in
use
that
my-
case.
Can I use my pick lock and just stick my laser sword into the handle? Go. Pss, pss.
Give it a try. What's your let's call that a repair roll?
Sure.
What else you got?
Nothing like that.
What skill would you like to use to open this door?
Athletics.
I like that. Force it open. Force it.
And then I kick it open, no matter what. D12.
Now that you've been pretty much informed that most of the magic in this place is dying or dead. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you like
That's pretty much
lightly
it.
you get the tip of the light sword right at the edge there, and you are gonna maybe poke a hole through the lock or whatever, but really the end of the light sword just pushes the door open gently.
That's how it's done, guy. Let me tell you.
You are in a room full of backpacks.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Oh dear.
Grab all the backpacks.
So it's only one, right?
Yeah, but we just grab them all.
Oh, yeah.
I mean-
Okay.
Like-
okay.
Is there a
I
reason?
believe you need to locate the correct backpack, and then you will enter it.
Are you a boop boop?
Use the gun.
Can you be a boop boop?
I do not understand.
Oh, the MacGuffin gun!
I'm a gunfin.
I forgot I was
MacGuffin!
I love the McGunfin.
Time to shoot a MacGuffin!
Fire the MacGuffin.
What is a boot?
A large energy ball forms at the end of the gun and fires out into the room, sticking to and making one of the backpacks glow. It is an old-looking backpack,
And now it's pink.
and now it is glowing pink. You have located your MacGuffin.
I believe
Why
we
do
owe
I
them a
also
story.
feel like we've disappointed you
Oh.
greatly?
It just was really easy.
I am
I
gonna
didn't
grab.
design this to be easy. That's fine. I'm literally making you go into a world within a world within a world, guys. This is like a Russian nesting doll of worlds that you have to go into. And you just found that right there. There it is. That's the thing we needed. Boom. There it's in my hand now. You pick it up. There it is.
Do we?
I
do we
like
have
that
to go
gun.
into it.
I really like that gun.
Yes, it's somewhere inside of the dimension inside of that backpack.
So we need to go inside that backpack.
Yep.
This is
Okay.
as far as that I
Will
can
you
accompany.
hold it open for me?
Tom.
I
What?
cannot enter the dimension within the backpack.
Well, Tom, will you tell us a little bit about your
Tell the
story?
story.
I can tell you a story.
Tell us a story, Tom.
Of course. I spent done things that many would consider to be very bad. I made many mistakes when I tried to serve and make things better. But my good friend Crash Jackson taught me the error of my ways and that it is necessary to have guidance to accomplish good things. Crash Jackson taught me that one can recover from the damage that has been done. But Crash Jackson has also taught me that forgiveness from others is not mandatory. One must accept the consequences of one's actions.
Is he always that deep? Or is that...
Well,
I am rather
both read
young.
him today too.
I am rather young and still learning. I am not even certain precisely what I am. But Crash Jackson is helping me to discover that and providing me with purpose. Crash Jackson is my best friend. Crash Jackson is my conscience. And Crash Jackson has directed me to do a great deal of helpful things for all people in all dimensions. most notably predicting the probability of cataclysmic events.
All right.
All right.
Good answer.
Tom is the best.
Tom is the best. So, you've got this backpack in front of you. What do?
I grabbed 7 other backpacks,
Okay.
and then we're going inside, right?
Yeah, I
That's what we
think
do?
would you,
Actually,
would you
I was
hold it
really
open for
hoping
me?
that somebody would do that. 7?
Yeah, 7.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
I've got a front seat to this.
One of the backpacks attacks you and attempts to eat you.
These things.
I need to roll a d6.
Like a D6. If that is
Nope, it definitely just bites at you.
portrait
And you're like,
of
"Ah," and you throw it away.
disgruntled
Bad
DM.
backpack.
Bad backpack.
Okay, but I got the other 6.
Yeah, you don't know what they do. Only one of them was there to try and eat you that time,
Right.
weirdly. And the one backpack that does matter, what are we doing with that?
Would you hold it open for me?
I thought we were all jumping in.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know. Can we all fit through the
Wait.
opening at the same time, a la Wizard of Oz, or
Tom,
do we
can
have
you
to
hold it open?
I can't.
Tom can both hold it open and hold on to the backpack while you're in there to make sure nothing happens.
I will transport it to the Reliance.
That is
Fantastic.
awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna use Skippy's athletics to dive on in.
It's fun because all you do is really reach in the backpack and it just sucks you right in.
Oh my god.
And you're falling. You're all falling through the sky. Really, but you are all falling through the sky. Something breaks your fall. It's a branch, followed by another branch, followed by another branch, and another branch, and another branch, and another branch, and another branch. And before you know it, you are laying on the forest floor of what can only be described as a rainforest. It is beautiful. It is lush. The trees are gigantic. There are weird sounds from strange birds coming everywhere. And also a thump, like footsteps, but very, very large. Give me notice rolls, quick.
Okay.
D4.
Wait, yeah.
10 plus 2.
Yeah, that works.
8 for me.
Great. We got it on the first one. Whatever's coming this way is large and two-legged.
I've seen this.
Ferngully?
No. No, something big's gonna come out of there and it's gonna have teeth and it's gonna be mean.
Sure enough, but seconds later, the brush starts moving around, and a 12-foot tall, basically velociraptor, comes plodding through the bushes, looks over at you, leans its head down, and you notice that it has a saddle and a rider. There is what I can really only describe as like something Boris Vallejo would paint. Like it's a woman in clothes that are wildly inappropriate for really any kind of survival setting, with a spear, riding a dinosaur, and, it looks like somebody drew her.
Is that supposed to be hot?
Heavy metal.
It's kind of hot.
It's got a very heavy metal look to it, including,
It's working for me.
yeah, it's the kind of thing that would really work for anybody but doesn't actually exist anywhere.
Only in my
Just
dreams.
then, another dinosaur with another bikini-clad beauty with a spear
I have had dreams like this.
There's 2.
looks at you and looks at your party. They all point spears at you and say, "You will come with us."
Yes,
I'll
I
come
will.
End
in
of
when you want me to,
episode.
baby.
That's it for the Reliables this week. That's the cliffhanger. Bikini girls on dinosaurs.
That's not the worst thing that's ever happened.
Like-
Not on the
That's all I
Reliables, it's not.
want.
Like a dream I had last Saturday.
Make sure you join us next week. I'd like to thank you all for watching tonight. Thank you for donating. We will make sure to use that stuff in the store. Don't worry, it will happen. We have a very exciting episode planned for next week when they travel through this strange, savage land full of dinosaurs and boobs. It should be tons of
Dinosaur
fun.
boobs.
Glad you could be here. Once again, James Durham, Bryce Bebop, Owen Severance, Helen Roundhill. My name's Christian Doyle. Say hi to Leo in the back. Leo.
Hi, Leo.
Bye.
Everybody have a good night and a safe week, and we love you. Good night.
Love it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.